Hey guys, welcome back. So today I have a very fun and interesting video for you. It has everything to do with all the holiday and limited edition stuff that are going to be coming up very soon and coming up right now, because even though it's September, there are tons of things that are already coming out. So in today's video, I'm just going to tell you things that I have gotten in the past and things that I think are worth it. Okay, so this time I have to try not to talk so loud. Let me know in the comment section if my volume is good, because I've been getting a lot of you guys telling me that my volume has been very low and I didn't know what it was, but I think I just fixed it. But anyways, okay, so I am going to get started with one of the things that I think you should really look into and that I think is worth it. And another reason why I wanted to do this video is just because there's so many things out there that just look so cute. And at the same time, I know that if you are a makeup collector, it has to do with things that look different and that are gonna like stand out in your collection or for display. But for those of you who are not buying things like that, if you're a makeup collector, this video is just not gonna mean anything, because you already made up your mind that you want it because it's pretty or because you really want it in your collection. So I'm gonna just tell you my experience with things that I've gotten in the past 2 years and just tell you a little bit about each product and why I recommend it or why I don't. Okay, so starting off with something that I really do think you should look into are blush palettes. Now, I haven't seen one coming out for this year, so 2016, but these two are the ones that I've gotten in the past. This one was the 2014 one, and this one was the 2015. And something I just want to point out is, if you're going to look at a blush palette for the products that it's going to have inside, or just to have a variety of products, don't really pay attention to negative reviews that have to do with packaging. Packaging is of course a big thing to some people. Of course, a lot of people didn't like the 2014 edition one because it was chunky. I personally like it because it seems like a little clutch. It's really pretty, but a lot of people didn't like it. So 2015, I guess, you know, it makes sense to listen to the consumers and what they want to buy, so they did make it very flat again, because in 2013 they did have a gold flat one. I think it was 2013. These will be around, I want to say around $45, $46, $47, maybe $45 to $50, depending on when you buy it or where you buy it or whatever, you know what I mean? So anyways, these come with 5 palettes. This is by the brand Tarte, and each year it seems like they come out with different tones. At least I didn't get any that repeat each other, and they look just like this. They do look pretty similar, so if you have one, you may not need another one, but I don't think I'll be getting one this year just because I have 2 already. So I really do think these are worth it, just because you get a variety of shades, and some of these shades, I mean, you wear them all year long. So I really do think that blushes, you know, don't really matter on what colors it is that you buy. As long as you like them, they look good on your skin tone, you can wear them year round and you can have great use out of this palette. So if you're okay with the amount that you're getting here and comparing that to the price that you're getting for one single blush, which I think is about $30, you're getting 5 of them. So really consider that and don't pay too much attention to the packaging. Okay, so these eyeshadows that I'm going to share with you are from the brand Too Faced, but I of course want to let you know that this is like an unbiased type of video. Some brands I love and I don't like some of the products that are in there, and I'm just gonna let you know. And some brands that I don't normally buy, I love what they have, like Tarte. I don't really have a lot of Tarte makeup, but I do like their blushes. Too Faced actually is a brand that I really love, and there are some things from their holiday collections that I'm just not that much of a fan of. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you which ones I am not too sure about. I've seen what they're coming out with this year for these little palettes, and they look very similar. I'm gonna insert a picture right here just so you can see what I'm talking about. And I don't really reach for them. Now, they are good. They have pigmentation and they apply, you know what I mean? But they're not that great. Like, the quality is not the best. So really keep that in mind, that the quality that you're gonna get in these eyeshadows is not the same thing as you would get in the original palettes that they sell that are, I don't think any of these are limited edition, but these 3 palettes that I do have. So these were the ones from the year before that, and I'm just gonna show you just to show you a visual of what I'm talking about. So here I have browns, and in this one I have the pinks. So if you check these out, I'm 100% sure that using these eyeshadows and using these eyeshadows from the other one, you can create a very similar look. Will they be exactly the same? Probably not, but you get the idea what I'm trying to say. You probably don't need so many collections of all the years or of every year. Do you see what I'm saying there? So I could just tell kind of by the pictures that it's not really catching my attention. Before it was, just because I didn't own them. So of course, if you don't own any, then it's going to catch your attention. It might be worth getting the little bundles for the price. And of course, that's great. I've gotten it too. I'm not saying that they're bad, but I'm also telling you that you can create the same looks or similar looks using palettes that you probably already have if you own these, or if you own like the chocolate bar palette or the semi-sweet palette. And with that palette, I kind of wanted to show you the other one that they had last year, and this one is the all big palette. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch a few. Now you do need a glitter glue, I would say. I always use the Too Faced glitter glue, but if you don't have that one, then I would just say you need a really good tacky primer in order for the glitter to stick. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch some of these. Some of them are a little powdery. So there you can see, I'm gonna give you a close up. So, I mean, they're not super pigmented. Of course, when you pack it on and you have a good primer, then they're great, you know, like they will look pink, it will look purple, it will look green, but at the same time, you're not getting the same quality as you would from a original chocolate bar palette. Like I said, I do love Too Faced. They have great products, but I don't think it's necessary to get everything from there. I feel like it's necessary to get all of the chocolate bar palettes. I don't think it's necessary to get all the holiday collections. So now I'm getting to one of the limited edition palettes that I do really recommend. I'm actually wearing it right now on my eyes, or wearing a color from it on my eyes today. If you're wondering, I am using the Vice palette, and the Vice palettes are limited edition palettes. So they will be out for a certain amount of time, and then you won't see them again unless you buy them on like eBay or something like that, which most likely will be more expensive. But these are the Vice palettes. This is the one from last year, which is the 2015 one. Yes, I was like, I'm lying. No, I'm not lying. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you the Vice 3 because I do have both of them. And I have not seen the next one. Hopefully they have one. I don't know if they will or not, but I would like to see the way that it looks, just to kind of compare them. They're not the same. None of the colors repeat themselves. They have different shades. You do get a little bit of brown, and you get a little bit of, well, a lot of color actually. Hopefully they're in frame. We are in frame. From the Vice palettes, you will get some neutrals in here, and you will also get a lot of color, which is something that I love from these palettes. I don't own any Urban Decay single eyeshadows, so when they come out with the palette, I think it's, you know, really nice because their eyeshadow quality is great, and you get a ton of colors to choose from, which are very pigmented. The one that I'm wearing today is this one right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the little heart on it so you can see it. But that's the one that I'm wearing all over the eyelid, and I just love the way that it turned out. I'm also wearing this one on my crease, and it kind of warms up the look, and I just blended it towards the top. A little funny story that happened to me today. I was curling my eyelashes, and I was thinking about putting falsies. I was curling my eyelashes, and I think I flipped my eyelid inside out, and so no falsies. I'm like, okay, we need to take a break. So I really do like these palettes. They're very pigmented, and I'm gonna go ahead and swatch some of these for you. Let's see, from this palette, I'll swatch Alchemy, which is that pretty purple pinkish one right there. And, well, I have the old swatches, so let's do it on this side. There we go. Very nice quality. And then over here, well, you know I'm wearing this color right here that I told you earlier, which is Arctic. That's the one that I'm wearing on my eyelid right now. And I will go ahead and swatch, which one? This one right here. This one's called Flame. And let me show you how pretty that one is. Look how pretty that is. I mean, these eyeshadows are really nice. Again, I use these with my glitter glue because I like for them to really show up and stick on my eye and make sure that they are long wearing. The glitter glue that I keep mentioning is the Too Faced glitter glue. So this is the one that I'm talking about. So if you hear me talk about the glitter glue, it's this one. This is the one that I keep mentioning. So anyways, these products or these palettes, Urban Decay, limited edition, they will be out sometime in September, in the mid-September. So September 2016 for the Vice 5, I would say. Hopefully they have one this year, which I think they will, but you know, you never know. I usually get it on my birthday. My birthday is on September 19th, and the release date is always around the 16th, 17th, or 18th. And I usually get it for my birthday. So it's usually my birthday gift, or it has been for the past 2 years. And then they'll have it in stores a few days after that. So if you're interested in the Vice palettes, keep an eye out for the palette on those days. So I have another palette here that's for blush, and I think this one was around $48, so pretty close to the Tarte one. I just wanted to kind of show it to you so you can see what Benefit also has. So this one is another blush palette, which I do recommend. This one has blush, highlight, and bronzer. Now, I don't know how it will be this year, but last year for 2015, it came with the mascara, an eyeliner, and a cream highlighter. And then you got the Hoola bronzer and their blushes. Now their blushes, well, all of these products are the ones that if you've ever been to the Benefit counter at, or not the counter, but the Benefit display at Sephora and where else? I think Ulta. Yeah, Ulta sells Benefit too. If you've been at the display, they have the little boxes, the little blushes, and I'll also have a picture right here to show you. But those are normally, I think, around $30. And so here you get, you know, 5 shades, and then you get some little extras in there. Again, with the packaging, if you're not too worried about the packaging, you know, that's not what matters. What matters is what's on the inside. This is another palette that I do recommend. Benefit has great blushes. Okay, so I know I was a little opposed to getting so many Too Faced collection type palettes because I feel like you can create the same looks using different palettes, but there's actually one thing that I really do think that is worth it, and to me it is the melted lipsticks. So these are the ones that I have, and I have a lot of mini ones because last year they came out with a holiday kit that had 4 lipsticks in one little box, and then they had another set that had lipsticks and blushes. Now you guys saw that I decluttered my blushes because I didn't use them that much. I feel like they were too small, and yeah, they do have product, but I just feel like I don't reach for them. Lipsticks on the other hand, I use these all the time. So these are the melted ones, and I have a few. Like I said, I got 4 small ones alone, and then I got these 3 with the blushes. So I do feel like the melted lipsticks are worth it if you like the formula. Of course, if you don't, then those kits, you won't be interested in them. Now I don't know if they'll have the melted ones this year. Again, they can always have their newest type of lips. Again, they can always have their newest type of lipstick, which is the melted liquid lipsticks. Okay, so I've talked about some things that I would recommend, some that I don't, and this is another palette that I do feel is a great buy. Now this one's another limited edition one, and if I remember right, this one will come out at the end of September or in October, somewhere around there. These are the Lorac Mega Pro palettes. I have the one from 2013, which I believe is the very first one, this one right here, because it's just called Lorac Mega Pro. And then I have the blue one that's called Lorac Mega Pro 2. This one was the one from 2015. But I really do recommend the Lorac Pro palettes. If you watch my channel or if you've seen my tutorials, you see that I use these all the time, whether it's to combine it with another palette or to use it alone or to do a get ready with me or something like that. You do see that I do mention these a lot, even in my favorites videos. And even though I do try to rotate throughout all my palettes, I always find myself probably picking this one out for a transition shade or for a highlight shade or for a dark brown shade. So I do use these a lot, and I do mention them in a few, like I mentioned it a few times throughout the year that they're in my favorites, but when they're my favorites, and I let you know. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. It was very fun to film it for you. Let me know in the comment section if you found it helpful. Some things that are not worth it for me might be worth it for you. It just depends on what you're looking into or what you already have or what you don't have. But of course, I make videos, I do reviews. I don't know what I'll be picking up this year, hopefully a few things. But if I don't, then you'll at least know what products or what holiday things or what limited edition things I feel are worth it. Hopefully this helped you out. Let me know in the comment section if it did, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.